So the graph of y equals f of x is shown below, and we can see f of x is defined like this. The first thing we want to do is sketch the inverse. Well, we know the inverse is the reflection in the line y equals x. So let's put y equals x on here. And that will look something like that. And we should label that. Now, clearly this is a point of reflection. Now you have to do these reasonably accurately. You can't just scribble them on. So we know they're going to cross actually on y equals x. And then let's look at this point here. So that's 1 and a bit squares across, 1 and a bit squares down. So it's going to go through sort of roughly there. That looks roughly the reflection of this point down here. So, and where does it go off? It goes off the graph around sort of there. So it's going to have to look something like that. I've actually missed one of those points quite badly down the bottom here, I can see. So let's try again. So something like that. And determine the defining rule. So what was it again? So it was 3 over 1 plus root x minus 2, and state its domain. Well, the domain we know is going to be the same as the range for the original function. So we can see just from the graph here that the range for the original function is greater than 0 and less than or equal to 3. So that's going to end up being our domain further down. So we'll come back to that in a moment. So y is going to be 3 over 1 plus root x minus 2. So interchange x and y. That's a definite mark for that during doing this type of thing. And then we've got to rearrange to make y the subject. So what do we got? So what might we do here? So bring that up, and then we've got x plus, no, I've got a better idea. I'm going to bring the bottom of this up to this side, and at the same time take the x underneath over there, and then root y minus 2 is 3 over x. Take 1, square both sides, y minus 2 will be 3 over x minus 1 squared, and so y would be 3 over x, take 1 squared plus 2, and so we can say the inverse function is 3 over x, take 1 squared plus 2, and the, oh, it's just greater than 0, isn't it? I seem to remember. Greater than 0, less than or equal to 3, x is a real, and that is the domain.